Hello, Aries love. It's Kat here from Selfunity. Welcome to your divine new moon solar eclipse reading. I am so grateful and honored to be here with you today, love. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. Before we get started with your reading today, I do want to share with you all that this is part 2 of a 3-part series that I am creating for each of the astrology signs for this eclipse season that we are currently working through. So in part 1, we received and shared messages of guidance that were in connection to what it is that you were releasing and transmuting with the full moon lunar eclipse that happened in the sign of Pisces and took place on Sunday, September 7th. So if you missed part 1 of your signs reading, I will have it linked in the description box down below, or you can find it on my channel, Self Unity, and you can just tune into that if you feel called to receive a little bit deeper insight as to what it is that you've been transmuting and transforming during this eclipse season. Now today for part 2, we will be receiving and sharing messages of guidance that are in connection to the new moon solar eclipse, which is happening in the sign of Virgo and taking place on Sunday, September 21st. And for part 3, in a couple weeks, I will share messages of guidance that are in connection to everything that you will be integrating from the lessons and experiences that you worked through over the bulk of this eclipse season portal. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, Self Unity, so you can catch all 3 parts to your signs readings for this eclipse season. All right, love, but let's go ahead and get into your reading today. So for today's reading, we are using the Spellcasting Oracle cards, and we are going to start by pulling just one card from this deck here to see what your theme is. What theme are you initiating into your life? And while I'm shuffling here, Aries, if there's any questions or intentions that you would like to set for your reading today, just go ahead and take a moment to ask those questions and set those intentions with yourself now, and trust that you'll receive the answer exactly when you're meant to. And Aries, I do apologize. I am battling a little bit of some allergies today, so I'm a little bit breathy. I'm taking like a little few deep breaths here and there. So if you hear that, just know it's because of the allergies happening right now. It happens every fall. And we're almost in the fall season here in the Northern Hemisphere. So thank you for bearing with me through that. And so what we're doing now, Aries, is before I unveil the theme card, we're going to also pull your tarot cards. All right, so let's see, what does Aries need to know? And we're going to pull all your tarot and then we'll unveil that theme card. Okay, so let's see. Your cards came out very quickly. Oh, I was going to share. I was like, I repeated myself, but I was going to share that. This is from the Cozy Witch Tarot deck, which I also used in the full moon reading. Aries, I am a little bit airy in your reading. And so I feel like maybe you have your head a little bit in the clouds. You're really in your mind right now. Okay. So let's see what is going on. Let's see how we can get you back into your body grounded. Yeah, we have spirit guide here. You may be receiving a lot of insight, okay? You're living in the cosmos right now. All this divine insight, channeled messages of creativity, downloads, wisdom, intuitive guidance is coming through to you right now with this new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. So Aries, you may definitely be feeling a little bit airy, not because you're too much in your head, but because you're going through a lot of upgrades. So I'm feeling the energy too. This new moon solar eclipse in Virgo is having a very powerful, very profound effect on you and your energy right now. This is your message is a little woo-woo here because we have the spirit guide card, and I'm just really picking up that you're receiving some deep downloads, some deep integrations of deeper insight and wisdom around spiritual gifts that you have. Okay, for some of you too, I'm seeing that you may have recently lost someone in your life. My condolences to you if that resonates with you. And maybe not recently too. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe it's been a couple months to a couple years time, but you're still going through the process of maybe grieving them, going down like memory lane, like reflecting on the memories that you shared with this individual. This may also be something that's coming up because it happened around this time of year when you're tuning into watching this. Maybe you're reflecting on that time when they were leaving this realm, leaving this world. But that's also coming up because I feel with the spirit guide card here too, where you may be also developing a deeper connection to them in spirit form. So maybe they're communicating with you through signs and symbols or synchronicities. And spirit is sharing this message with you, Aries, because you are Aries can be somebody who really needs like proof. Like, maybe you're more in the science side of things and not always in the spiritual side of things. But of course, you're listening to spiritual guidance here today. So you're open to it. You know that there is some tangibility to it. And so what I'm seeing though is spirit wants me to share that message because you may be getting these signs and synchronicities or these symbols and you keep questioning, like, is that you? Is that my loved one that passed to the other side? And then you maybe shut it down. You're just like, no, that couldn't be it. But this is your confirmation that yes, they are trying to connect with you. They're trying to communicate with you. And these aren't just like little signs and symbols and synchronicities that anybody would know. They're very specific. And so that should be a confirmation to you that, not many people in your life, if any, would know that loved one would come through with that type of sign or synchronicity or symbol. Okay. And I'm also thinking of like one time I'm not going to share the details, but one time I did a personal reading for somebody, and I'll share, I'll misconstrue it a bit, but I kept getting this symbol coming to me, and it was so specific. We're going to use the symbol of, let's see what we can use, like a giraffe. Okay. I kept seeing like giraffe, and I had no idea why that kept coming up. I kept asking spirit, like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And lo and behold, that was a communication from that individual's passed on loved one. It was something so specific that only that person would know. It was like, I'm going to make this up too, but it was like they gifted them this giraffe on, a very specific holiday. And it was like just them together. And so it was just something that was just for that person, just that situation. And so you're sort of in that energy where you're receiving signs, symbols, and synchronicities from your ancestors, from your loved ones that have passed on to the other side that you connected with in this lifetime. And even beyond too, but specifically ones that you've connected with in this lifetime that have passed on to the other side. We have 133 on the clock, and 3-3s represent divine support, ancestral support, loved ones coming in and surrounding you. So there's another confirmation for you, Aries, that they are trying to communicate with you and connect with you. And I'm seeing that this is also helping to advance your trust and belief in yourself and the path that you're aligning to. Okay, so let's get a little deeper and see what this path is about. So we have 8 of Swords. Stop overthinking it and just doing it. Okay, so maybe you've been in this energy of feeling down on yourself, okay, doubting yourself. We have 3 of Cups. Come together with your coven. All right, it's time to get out of the house, time to get out of the office, connect with your loved ones, connect with your friends, get out of the environments that you've been cooped up in. We also have 9 of Pentacles. Pause and savor the results of your success. And we have Page of Cups. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. Yes. All right, Aries, you are getting messages from your spirit team, from your angels and your ancestors, that it is time for you to slow it down. Come back to yourself, come back to this thing that we call life, and do something just for yourself. Do something that allows you to feel this energy of support, this energy of trust, this energy of love and celebration and joy. Okay, your ancestors are guiding you to spaces that are going to rejuvenate you. That's why you keep getting these signs and synchronicities. I'm getting a couple different examples here. So, Spirit's saying some of you need to reach out to your family members and go get together with your family members. So maybe, certain family members or certain friends keep calling you, texting you, asking when you're going to get together, but you keep making up excuses or keep forgetting to respond to them. And Spirit's saying this is your sign that you need to get back to them and actually go out and get together and spend time with them. Okay, it's important. It's important to nourish these relationships, not only for them, but for you too. You're going to find some magic, some beauty, some surprises, some joy, and allowing yourself to, just let the work go, let things at the office take care of themselves while you go out for lunch with your good friend, while you go out for lunch with your mom or your dad, while you set some time aside in the evening to give your family members a call or to text with them about what's been going on in your life and to just catch up. Okay, there was another message coming through. I guess that was the really important one there. There was another message coming through around something Spirit wanted you to do. It'll come back if it's meant to. It was a similar message around getting together with somebody, making a choice. So, okay, it was with this Nine of Pentacles. I think it is around making choices. It was around enjoying life. Allowing yourself to enjoy life. Yeah, I was on a roll and then the messages slipped out. Okay, so that happens sometimes. If you've been here for a while, this happens. Messages come in and they slip out. But it will come back around if it's meant to. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming through here, Aries. I feel here, Aries, that you keep getting caught up in have-tos and should-dos and things you said you would do, and you're not another message that was coming through. Okay, that's what it was. Also, going somewhere. So your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, God, universe, that you keep getting like these signs and symbols and synchronicities around something very specific in your life. And for some of you, what I'm seeing here is if you resonate with the messages around reflecting on a time or like a loved one that's passed on to the other side, or you keep getting signs, symbols, and synchronicities from them coming through to you, connecting with you, communicating with you, they're leaving these signs and messages to you because there's somewhere that they want you to go. And as I say this, you already know where you're sort of being guided to. And I'm seeing for some of you, one, it's to like go visit them. Okay, so maybe in the place where they are resting, or it's to maybe go to like the house that they lived in. Maybe there's family members living in that house now, or maybe to just like drive down the street that they once lived on, or they're guiding you to go to a place that you would go to together. So maybe you would go out to a specific restaurant or go to get froyo or ice cream at a specific place together. And so there's somewhere very specific that you would go with them, and they keep kind of guiding you through these different signs and symbols that they're leaving little messages for you around to go to that place. Okay, and you already know where this is as I say that. And so Spirit's asking you to allow yourself permission to go to that place. And as I say that, Aries, I know it can be emotionally challenging. There can be some emotions that are coming up to the surface there, just from thinking about going to that place. But there is something that will provide you with this energy of healing or realizations or revelations from you, allowing yourself to take a little walk down memory lane and to revisit these spaces that you once found joy and love and connection within, okay? Because right now I'm seeing that you're very cooped up at work, very cooped up in the house, very cooped up in your mind. Even though you're getting all these divine downloads, intuitive insights, new creative ideas flowing in, it doesn't mean that you have to allow yourself to fully be completely enamored in work, or in these feelings of pain and sadness that you're working through right now. You can still find moments to step outside the lines of the office, step outside the lines of what you're processing mentally and emotionally, and allow yourself to choose to connect with loved ones, to connect with family members, to connect with environments and places that ignite this sense of joy, that ignite this sense of positivity, support, understanding to you. Okay, and so we have the Nine of Pentacles here with confirmation that the choice is really yours, and also confirmation that you are supported no matter what. Nine of Pentacles is all about having that sense of physical, mental, and emotional security. Three of Cups is all about family, friendship, celebration, and love. And Spirit's asking you too to reflect on, if this is very much about a loved one who has passed on, or ancestors. Sometimes I channel this message for public readings, individual readings. We, as individuals, we have a duty to honor the lives that our ancestors lived. They wouldn't want us living in the confines of the Eight of Swords. They would want us going out there and living life joyfully, free, peacefully, with love in our hearts, and with this ability to really embrace and embody life. Okay, and so that's just something you may want to reflect on too, is what would you do today if you were to allow yourself to just continue to live life with a little bit of joy, with a little bit of love and peace in your heart, body, mind, and soul. Even if you're not feeling it right now, Aries, even if you're feeling like you need to just stay at the office, stay in the house, stay a little isolated, even if you're not feeling it right now, what would you tell your children, or what would you tell your elders to do if they were in this situation that you're in right now? And try to allow yourself to take your own advice and to just go out and do something that could potentially initiate and stir up those feelings of good vibes, of love, of fun, of serenity. Okay, love, we're going to pull a card or two from the Seasons of the Witch Litha Oracle. Let's just get a little deeper insight on what it is that you're healing with this new moon. Okay, we've got two cards here, so let's see. Wow! I am shocked. This card has come out so many times in these readings for the new moon. So we have Sunset Dinner number 39. An invitation awaits you. Yell to the stars that you are ready to go. Yes, and look at that, right under the Three of Cups. It's time for you to get out of the house, get out of the office, get out of your head, and go out for dinner, go out for lunch, have a little fun, go take a nature walk. Do something that you've always wanted to do, or something that you've just been craving to do, something that you've been craving to explore and to connect with, and just give yourself permission to go do it this week. Just to do it. Just do it, okay? And we also have citrus fruits, number 4. It's time to surrender to your unraveling. Allow the waking sight to expand and illuminate you. Yes, Aries, I know that you are feeling and processing some heavier emotions right now. You're trying not to allow yourself to give into what it is that you're feeling and processing on a mental, emotional, and physical level. But it's still there, it's still waiting for you, and it's not going to go anywhere. And so this is the time to really give yourself permission to lean into and surrender to what it is that you're feeling but to know that you don't have to do it alone and that you can't do it alone. And that's why your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones keep guiding you towards the spaces of community and connection with your immediate support systems, with your communities, with your family members, with your loved ones. And I'm seeing too now, Aries, that there are some individuals in your life that are going through the same thing that you're going through. It just may be presenting itself in a different way on the surface level, on the physical level, but you are not alone in this journey in any way, shape, or form. You are not alone in this journey. And once you allow yourself to open up to other people that are in your immediate connections, you will give them permission and space to also open up about what they're going through. And then you can bring this sense of energy and healing to the bonds that you share with them. And then you can naturally allow yourself to transmute it, transform it into this energy of celebration, of peace, of love for all that you have worked through as individuals and together as a community. Okay, love, let's go ahead and pull your last card now. So we are going to pull one last card from the Druid Plant Oracle. And this deck is not one that I usually use in my readings, but I felt called to use it for the new moon readings because during the new moons we often set seeds of intention. And so we're going to see what plant seeds you are being guided to plant with this new moon. Should we take the top? All right, we'll take the top one there. Okay, so let's see what your plant is. Oh, we have juniper. Juniper, yes. This is a very cleansing energy. You are cleansing out mental and emotional energy from your mind, body, and soul at this time, and your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team is helping you to do this. That's also what I was talking about in the beginning of your reading with those woo messages that I talked about, where this eclipse is really clearing out your energy fields and really upgrading your system, your spiritual system, your mental system, your physical system, where you're going through a sort of upgrade through this process of release, okay? And you're getting to come into these realizations and revelations around what you've been through and where you haven't allowed yourself to process certain things, or where you haven't allowed yourself to, maybe reach out to those loved ones or go visit those spaces that allow you to feel a sense of joy, allow you to feel a sense of connectedness and support. And so where you have been allowing this sort of energy of like distance and lack and doubt into your life, you're going to be transmuting that and inviting those replacements of love, connection, safety, serenity, and joy and peace to fill in the gaps of, where you've been creating that sense of disconnection. Okay, love. But let's go ahead and read a little bit from the book about juniper. I did pull this card for another sign's reading. I can't remember which one, so I did read a little from the book there, but let's read it for you as well. So we have cleansing, pioneering, and magic, also criticism, self-consciousness, and longevity. And Juniper says, in the old days, juniper was used to cleanse houses, cattle, and people in preparation for the coming of summer. This card may mean there is something you need to complete or clear away before you begin a new project or phase. There is a saying, before you can welcome something new, you need to say goodbye to something that needs release. If you are having difficulty beginning a new endeavor or relationship, perhaps you must first attend to an old one to tie up loose ends and complete the cycle. The card may also suggest that it's time to pay attention to the significance of beginnings. How we start something determines in many ways the journey and the outcome that will follow. This is why intention, forethought, and planning are so important. The art of living well lies in maintaining a genuine sense of spontaneity while still acting thoughtfully and purposefully. All right, love. So yeah, there's something that has been removed from your life, or you're in the process of still letting go of and releasing from your life, and you're needing to allow yourself the space and the connection, the support systems to come in and help you fully, not necessarily fully release all that all that has been shed from your life or removed from your life, but to release the emotional attachments that are stirring up this energy of pain or disconnect, so that way you can come in and bring healing to all that you're allowing yourself to really disconnect from and avoid. Okay, so this new moon solar eclipse is helping you to really see the beauty in this process, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, Aries. Over time, you will be able to see the beauty in this journey, in this process, and what it's actually providing and gifting to you on a deeper level. And it's gifting you a deep sense of like this energetic upgrade, mental and emotional upgrade, and deep spiritual, emotional, and mental cleansing. Okay, Aries, so Spirit's coming in to remind you once again, go call your friends or family members that keep trying to reach out to keep trying to connect with you. Go to those places that you're being guided to go to, even if you have to go alone. But Spirit's coming in and saying you don't have to go alone unless you want to. Call up a friend, call up a family member, ask them to tag along and go with you. If they can't go with you physically, call them on the phone or FaceTime them while you're going and exploring these places. But know that there can also be magic and beauty in you allowing yourself to explore them with yourself. But just do and follow the guidance of your own intuition, and you will be okay along this journey. Okay, love. So just know that I'm sending you so much love and support as you work through this energy. If you need a little extra support, Aries, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. I also offer personal readings if you'd like to dive a little deeper and have one-on-one support. You can just send me a DM on Instagram at selfunity, and we can set up a private reading for you and get a little bit deeper and more specific guidance on what it is you're working through, releasing, transmuting, and realigning to at this time as well. Okay, love. But that's it for your reading today. So I really thank you for tuning in and allowing me to receive and deliver these messages of guidance to you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give this video a thumbs up and know that I'm sending you so much love as you work through this energy. I'm wishing you a beautiful, blessed new moon solar eclipse. Until next time, bye, love.